Hello everyone, welcome to our video. On this video, we're going to talk about the role of freight forwarding. What is freight forwarding? Freight forwarders, also known as forwarding agents, are entities that coordinate the transportation of goods for other businesses or individuals. Instead, freight forwarders procure long-distance transport services from various carriers such as trucks, trains, planes, and ships. Freight forwarding can also pack goods, handle documents, and other processes related to shipping goods. 2.2 Transportation Specialists. In addition to the fundamental transportation modes and intermodal options, there exist various specialists in the transportation industry that offer value-added services to potential customers. 1. Freight forwarders. Freight forwarders play a crucial role for shippers by functioning similarly to other carriers. A. Freight forwarders facilitate services for shippers relying on less than truckload or LTL rates, consolidating small shipments to reach the threshold for truckload rates, offering a more cost-effective alternative. B. In the air forwarding industry, cooperation with air carriers allow forwarders to effectively combine goods, saving airlines money on ground handling. Due to this division of labor, airlines are able to concentrate on carrying loaded containers between major cities and on wholesaling. C. Certain forwarders have specialists in specific cargoes, such as garments or animals, providing tailored services ranging from transportation to customs clearance and documentation. 2. Shippers Associations. Shippers associations function similarly to surface and air freight forwarders, but without a profit motive. A. Brokers. Brokers act as intermediaries, matching a shipper's freight with a carrier for transportation. B. Third-party logistics. Third-party logistics can be end-to-end logistics. Service provider. C. Parcel carriers. Transportation specialists contribute diverse and specialized services to enhance the efficiency and cost-effectiveness of shipping operations across various industries. Why does a company or individual use freight forwarding services for their deliveries? The first one is freight forwarders can easily manage goods delivery requirements because they have to understand the regulations, laws, and documents required. The second one is freight forwarding has extensive relationships so it can negotiate and find routes with the best prices. And the last one is freight forwarding can provide a warehouse for temporary storage of goods. 2.3 International Specialists. International freight forwarders are specialists in international trade capable of managing both vessel and air shipments. They provide a variety of services, such as making reservations for space on carriers, obtaining documentation from consulates, and setting up insurance claims. 1. International freight forwarder. These duties include of providing guidance on accepting letters of credit, scheduling space on carriers, creating export declarations, producing bills of lading or airway bills, acquiring consular documentation, setting up insurance, and managing shipment notifications and paperwork. 2. Non-vessel operating common carriers, or NVOCCs. International goods forwarders and NVOCCs are two different categories of international logistics intermediaries that are sometimes conflicted. Their legal obligations might vary depending on the country. In addition to entering into service agreements with ocean carriers, NVOCCs are able to issue their own bills of lading and determine their own prices for intermodal and ocean shipments. 3. Export Management Companies or EMCs. These firms offer various value-added activities, including marketing research, developing distribution channels, handling foreign language sales correspondence, and ensuring compliance with foreign labeling requirements. 2.4 Industry Structure. 1. Liner Conference. Founded in the 1870s, liner conferences are official alliances of shipping companies that operate on certain routes within predetermined geographical areas. Critics, including the European Union or EU, argue that liner conferences engage in anti-competitive actions. With effect from October 18, 2008, the EU Council unanimously decided on September 25, 2006 to prohibit liner shipping companies from limiting capacity and setting pricing at conference for trades into and out of the EU. Trades are permitted under the Ocean Shipping Reform Act of 1998 or OSRA, which went into effect on May 1, 1999. Furthermore, groupings of liner shipping firms known as consortia were permitted by the EU to work together operationally between April 2010 and 2015 by sharing space on boats traveling on predetermined itineraries. 2. Shipping lines. Shipping lines own and operate diverse fleets of ships, serving as the physical means for the safe and efficient sea transportation of cargo. 3. Ships agents. They are responsible for a variety of tasks on behalf of the shipping line, including refueling, berthing, pilots, tugboats if needed, crew changes, and arranging for necessary ship repairs. They also manage interactions with local port and customs authorities. 4. Freight forwarders or freight management companies. Freight forwarders, sometimes referred to as freight management businesses, supervise and coordinate the transportation of cargo from the place of origin to the destination. As we know, export and import activities definitely require documents that act as identity and also support export or import activities. The documents required are bills of lading, letters of credit, certificate of origin, commercial invoices, packing lists, and other potentially required documents. That's all from our video. Hopefully you can gain a new knowledge from our video. Thank you for watching.